You're listening to Say It and Comment. I'm just saying it, the waffle, as a waffle, is absolutely obnoxious. Hey, this is just a song that fits in between genres. We're really trying to tell you that we're down-home folks without saying we're country because we don't want the connotation of being good old boys.
I trade my truck for an iPhone 1. Turns out it was stolen and no longer works.
No.
The gods don't interfere with what may or may not be a cursed weapon. She didn't care when freaking a demon was in our party. How was she give a crap about a cursed axe?
That's funny.
What are you doing? Oh my God! What is happening?
This is why we did Say It and Comment, just for these kind of moments right here.
You're listening to Say It and Comment, where we talk about it all, not just Dungeons and Dragons. I'm AJ Cannon.
Seth Timlin.
Tyrell Merle.
Anthony Tate.
And Dustin Foltz.
We're back, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Did we have a Say It in Common last week?
Nope.
Oh, last time? I didn't think so.
Because I was gone. I was over there working at your church all hours of an entire week.
Last two times, right? Did we?
No, we definitely had one 2 times.
Did we do one 2 times ago?
I don't know. I can tell you that this is Commoners episode 58, and or Say It in Common 58, and it's going to be episode 68 of the campaign.
Oh, we missed quite a few Say It in Commons. That's fine.
Well, we also had double episodes. Like, cutting off.
That's true.
This might be a double episode tonight.
Think?
Maybe.
5 hours.
I mean, it just depends on how quick,
How quickly I kill y'all.
Yeah.
5 hours is my limit of an episode.
I'm actually kind of anticipating
Really?
character death. I'm not gonna lie.
I am
Really?
too.
You say a character death?
Who?
I don't know.
Hopefully
As
you.
long as it's not
it could be any
Hopefully
of us.
you. You're the only one I don't care about.
I'm going to be.
I appreciate that.
That's what this campaign needs. Another Tyrell character. Tyrell, if your character dies again, you're done until next next campaign.
I know how to bring some listeners in.
Actually, I might rather Urus died than Kelly.
Oh, I would 100%.
Kelly's more on Team Quincy.
Hunter reached out to me. He's like, as long as Buck doesn't die, like no one's really dead, right?
Who said
And that's
that?
pretty much true. Huntero.
Pretty. Yeah,
There's certain people you shouldn't bring back. But because I was going to say this, but now that you mentioned that about Buck, if Rask dies, that's gone.
That's true. That's true.
That's gone.
I don't know if I would allow him to be
That's
resurrected.
gone. Like you're gonna go resurrection, and then the God of Ambition is gonna go no.
Yeah, it would be a struggle between Tira and
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine Tira with one arm of Rask and the God of Ambition? What's his name? I don't forgot it because of Kyle.
I just want to say,
Rathar.
yeah.
I almost said Pablo.
So Pablo.
So Rathar has one arm, Tira has the other. They're just pulling on Rask.
I was gonna say.
I mean, I don't know how it plays out, but I think like the longer he's dead, the harder it would be to bring him back. Even, no matter the spell.
I could
You know what I
see
mean?
Revivify working because that's
Yeah.
basically saying your soul hasn't left the body. That's
Right.
the Revivify is quick and easy, boom.
Yeah, resurrection would be-
anything beyond Revivify. I could see there being a struggle.
Or like cure wounds whenever he gets out.
No, you can't do that. If he
you can't
if he
cure
fails
wounds.
his third
Three.
death saving throw, cure wounds, he gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got
He's
you.
an inanimate object from then on.
I got you. Okay.
It'd be like you'd go over to do whatever, resurrection, revivify, whatever, and you're like instantly like taken into a vision of the cemetery, and Tira's up there having an argument with Rathar.
Yeah, if,
Your power does not trump mine.
if you
He's mine.
He signed it.
And then in the middle, like he's there, like, ladies,
Come on.
don't fight over me, all right?
Come on,
I know I'm a
Rathar,
god.
You need me out there. Come on, Pablo.
I'm going to cold cock you right now. I'm sorry.
He's like, you can leave me in here, but I'm gonna kill you in here.
You put me in
I
that
will
trench
escape.
coat,
If
you
you
put me
swallow-
in your cape, I'll kill you.
if you swallow me, I'll eat you from the inside out.
I'm gonna be wearing you like a cloak.
I'm going to
buddy.
miss Rask in the next campaign.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be something equally as.
Oh yeah. You're forgetting that.
Maybe Rask will be in the
I
next
have
campaign.
played the same character in every game, just about,
you?
except for they killed my dad. That was like a one-off.
They killed my Paul.
I mean, but like, it's so hard to hide, like, this part of you that you want to play.
I'm going 180 next campaign.
I just like to play a character that if
I'm gonna get on all y'all's nerves because you've all got on mine.
So
I'm going to be so inconsistent.
in the next campaign, are we going to stick with 5th edition? Or
I
are we
don't
going to
know.
5.5? I don't really like 5.5. All that stuff I have the Dungeon Master's Guide, all that stuff. It's not. It's just a big money grab. That's
We'll
all
talk
it is.
about it.
It's not that great.
Go back to 2nd edition. I'm just kidding. Who would want that?
5th edition has a lot of like classes and stuff you can choose from in it. Like there's so many different things.
We'll wait for Pathfinder 3.0 to come out, which will just be D&D 5e.
Yeah. I mean, we could. I figure we just do what we've been doing, and it's just like if we want to pull stuff in from whatever other things.
With
we just pull it in.
5.5, you can still play 5th edition.
Right, that's what they said, but like they've changed so much wording and how you're supposed to use like spells and
A
all that
lot
stuff.
of the changes that I've seen, though, have really seems to be centered on kind of flavoring.
Yeah.
You know, that's what everybody's focusing on. I'm not saying that's all they've done, but they've done a lot in terms of how you flavor the character or the campaign that you play.
And
I
figure
just
it's
wasn't
because
a fan of. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say 5e was just so basic. I think people like there was enough people complaining that it was like, oh, it's too easy or whatever, and it doesn't feel like there's as many options.
Because it's the D20 system with no expansion from that, you always have a 5% chance of succeeding no matter what. I mean, if I was a DM and you said, I want to, like, let's say I was DMing instead of Seth and it was Rask. He's like, I want to beat Rathar and take over. 0 chance at working. You can roll 3 nat 20s. I'm not going to let you do something that you have no shot of doing. You're level 3. You know, it's like,
Well,
I wouldn't
mean-
allow it in any circumstances. But a lot of people think that a D20 roll means no matter how stupid the thing I said is, I succeed. And that's not what it is.
Well, Dungeon Master Guide even says that. Like, you can set the difficulty rating to 40, which is impossible. 30 or 36, I think, is impossible. 30 is improbable. 25 or 24 is like very, very difficult. 20 is difficult. You know, so
Well,
Brandon Lee Mulligan, he's getting some pushback for doing something like that. Well, for the exact opposite, his players communicated and story told so well, and like they articulated what they wanted to do in a argument so perfectly. He's like, you don't even have to roll, and you did it.
His
so wonderful.
rule of
Like,
cool
yeah,
is
you have
almost-
just done like your logic and reasoning is so good. Yes. I'm not going to give it a chance for you to roll just a 1 and like your perfect, beautiful story that you've just told be wasted. That's good. But people are mad at him. Like, you're ruining D&D.
like me.
No, you try to just exploit rules.
No, I try to do something my teammate has done once before, a little more recklessly.
what are we talking about?
His
tried to-
falling from the sky.
I tried to dragoon bomb the dude, and it failed. It failed hard on my face. At least I didn't get blown up with falling damage.
You're welcome.
Well, no, I cast a feather fall. That's how it works.
Is Featherfall a reaction?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're good.
Featherfall's logic is as long as you're not on the ground, you're fine. 1 foot from the ground, fine.
But that's kind of an exploitation, though, because then it's like you fell all this way
500 feet.
so you could have the power to kill the guy. So when you hit the guy, you would do damage to
Well,
yourself.
Yeah, if
second-
you'd have hit him, you would have taken damage.
I mean, and I was prepared
But
for
yeah,
that.
you
but-
missed him and then you feather fell, so you softly hit the ground.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, if he would have hit Stefan, you would have done damage.
Yeah,
to him.
you had to
I would
take
think it
him
would
down.
Yo, he
only
comes
make
down like a
sense.
meteor, and it's just like, oh
Because
man,
the
I
big difference
missed.
there is Kyle was flying. Kyle was pushing down, but he had control. He's just falling. There
Oh,
is
you're
no
talking about whenever
stopping.
he tried to do that with a hammer or whatever, grab the hammer.
Yeah,
and let
but
it
he
push.
was flying.
Yeah, and he did hit.
Okay. So
And
the
it
next
wasn't 500 feet.
the
Either.
next magic. It was 500 up, 500 down.
No, Kyle's
he's talking
wasn't
about Kyle.
flying.
Oh, Kyle's wasn't.
Because yours was a teleportation.
No, he just like
that got
jumped
you there.
off of something or whatever,
Yeah.
and his hammer of returning.
That was
pushed him.
crazy.
Yeah,
Just
you know
that,
what?
like the timing of it worked out that you could fall 500 feet in 6 seconds of a turn.
Yeah.
that
And,
that
yeah.
was crazy.
So it's
Thinking
like,
what I'm
so
thinking.
I ran up to
Aim
the
for the bushes.
and then
Aim for the
landed.
bushes.
My next magic item I want is Wings of Flying.
Oh yeah.
I put that.
I'm gonna play an Eric Croker next campaign.
Yeah,
They're cool.
they are terrible.
You can't wear heavy armor or medium armor. You have to only wear light armor.
Yeah, because it'll break
Light
your
armor.
hollow bones.
Yeah, because you can't fly with it.
Your hemophilia bones.
What if you don't want to fly? Can you wear heavy armor then?
Yeah, you could.
So
but
it's
you
just to
won't be
fly.
able to fly.
Can they just
But
fly?
if you
all the
swing
time?
too
Same as a
hard.
monk. You can put on heavy armor. You just can't get any of the monk benefits.
From level 0, you can fly
because you're just a bird.
because you're a bird. Person.
When people do what is it, peasant exploits, Aarakocra is one of the ones that comes up. Like they're like 100 peasants that only knew Firebolt and where Aarakocras could take on like a Tarask or something. Not a Tarask because they're immune to Firebolt, but basically anything that doesn't have some kind of immediate protection against low level magic, you could just overwhelm them. Magic Missile is another big one. If they could all cast Magic Missile 100 times, it would rip through a lot of health
Yeah.
pools. As long as that creature doesn't have some kind of just auto protection from certain spells, like liches, I think are immune to like 5th level and below spells, just immune.
So that's what we do with Drax is we just lure him to Derry where we have given a bunch of people wands of magic missile and they
Yeah.
all just shoot one time
Yeah,
at him.
they all just machine gun him down
Yeah.
with their 6 charges.
One turn he's dead.
Yeah, Rakshasas are like that too. I was just trying to think of those.
Immune, yeah.
That was just hilarious.
Rakshasa just, if they don't want you to cast a spell like 6th level or whatever below,
Is it 6th? Maybe
Yeah.
it's 6 for Lich too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Craziest thing about Rakshasas is their hands are backwards.
yeah, their thumbs are on the opposite side. Of
Craziest thing about Rakshasas is they work for Draxus. Just hang out in his
They're also a
throne
tiger, like tiger.
I was gonna say they're
That
also
seems-
tiger people.
It seems
Hey, I said it now. I said it right now.
uncanny though. That's like
Aren't they also
Are they
CR 23 or something?
Rakshasas ain't that high.
no,
I
they're
thought-
only
they're like a devil.
8 or something.
Yeah, they're only like a CR8. There's also
CR8 and they're immune to 6th. That's stupid.
But you still
devils.
do magic on
They're
it.
devils.
back in like 3.5, I think it was, like paladins could do ridiculous damage to those things because like they're a devil. So
Right.
like any kind of weapon that they would use.
It's
on
like
those-
have a paladin or quit.
yeah,
Dude, I've been listening to this guy called Mr. Rex on YouTube. He's like the Portuguese you when it comes to D&D. Cuz like to hear him talk, he's like, "And now my friend, I tell you about the layer 679 of the abyss."
Oh my God.
With this and Demogorgon.
yeah.
He says the weirdest things. Like, "Oh, and I'm trying to go ahead. I'm forgetting my place.
He's a Portuguese lore master.
I don't know if he's Portuguese. He just has
He's
a
Hispanic.
I don't know.
He has an accent.
He has a very thick accent.
Hey, not
Does he
from here.
roll the R's and stuff like when he's speaking?
He's small.
No. Okay. I was thinking maybe he's like Polish or something.
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna try to figure out what word he says that's weird.
Well, what do we need to talk about the campaign?
What was 2 games ago? Since we didn't talk about that last time. That was when that was a short episode, right? Where
Yeah. That was the heart of the Titan.
Jules
Oh yeah, it was
caught and captured and talked to.
They interrogated Jules.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why we wanted to have Saint coming so bad last time, but you had to cancel. I remember that's what it was.
there wasn't that much to talk about that. I mean, it happened in game.
That's true.
It
I
was
guess
what
it's-
most people suspected. Jules was my mother. We all kind of assumed.
I'm very transparent. Bad DM.
No, it was just like we all kind of assumed it.
Yeah.
Like why would this other halfling that's the age that she was want to protect me and only me? So it was
more-
either that or a relation of some sort. So
Well, I was also more interested in the why, like the why the things happened, and that was.
Did you ever
pretty
share
good.
the ring information with everybody?
no,
You didn't? Okay.
they don't even know I have the blooming thing.
Yeah, I gave you. Oh, they don't. Okay.
Nobody knows anything that I pulled off of Jules.
All right.
I don't know
Including
nothing
the,
about a
like
ring.
80 platinum
Okay.
or whatever it was. Yeah, they don't know about that.
Did you recognize what the ring, like all the interactions you had with her
Yeah.
throughout the campaign?
Yeah.
Wasn't that nice? I
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, I can tell y'all. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
it's just like what's it called?
The ring of the overlooked or something like that. Even if you succeed on a spot check or a search check when you're looking for him, you just overlook
You
them.
can just like hide in plain sight. Like
One
if
time.
there's a shadow of anything, you can just.
So that's how, like, way back when Darren was playing and she robbed him of his entire gold pouch and disappeared, and Darren went back and got it back and then just paid for that meat cleaver with Quincy's gold. That's how she got it. And then later she gave notes to him and, like, bumped into him and all kinds of stuff.
Forgot she was all the way back there. Mm-hmm. But she always had that thing though.
Always had that ring, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Fucking sick, dude.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like Quincy would have had any kind of emotional attachment to her, judging by her actions. I don't know. I was probably a little bit more brazen towards the situation than I.
Could you
should have been, I
imagine
guess,
that?
but-
Like, how would you even process that? This person who you've not known your entire
Yeah.
life just suddenly appears and then almost dies. Like, how would you process that as a? At all?
And from what it looks like, everybody else around you is leveraging the relationship that you should have with that person.
That's your mom. You ought to care
for
Yeah.
that
Why?
person's. For
Yeah.
that person's good.
She didn't take care of me as a child, and now she's trying to kill me as an adult. Why would I care at all?
Well, I guess it was personal, but it reminds me of like my real dad wasn't in my life. I spent a little bit of time with him as a kid, and then a few years ago he was in the hospital because of some surgery. He ended up coming out of the surgery just fine, and I still have nothing to do with him. You know, surprise. But I remember when he was in the hospital, it's like you should be there for him. You should be there with his family. And I watched his super dysfunctional family all fighting each other in the hospital and causing him. I was like, you people are all insane. But it's like, you know, it's like he's like I'm going into surgery, and I'm just like, good luck.
Hey, all right, pal.
I don't think blood is thicker than water.
Yeah, no.
Blood of the
Personally.
covenant. The whole saying, have you heard? Blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Is allegedly what the whole meaning is. Kind of like the people allege that the whole meaning of curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Allegedly, I don't know if these are actually the truth of the long form of the sayings, but blood is thicker than water.
That changes the meaning on its head, so it's interesting.
Blood of the covenant is thicker than water of the womb.
Well, what does that technically mean?
That means, the water of the womb. You're talking
Your
like biological siblings.
So
Yeah.
the way that it sounds
you-
like your family is more important than
If you-
people you drink with.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is
It is exactly opposite. That's
It's the
really
exact opposite.
interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
if you have
Like-
a covenant with
like
somebody,
the commoners would be like our covenant, our group, right?
Yeah.
And then the water would be the water of the womb being your family, your mother.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Like if my mom wasn't part of my life and some other woman raised me, it would be
Yeah.
like,
Or Amanda.
my mom's not more important than the person that raised me.
or in the case of like Amanda,
Yeah.
if Amanda had moved to New York when you were 2, and
didn't
you grew
know.
up your whole life next to Luke Cornett,
Yeah.
you'd be closer to Luke than you would be to Amanda.
Yeah.
Blood of the covenant.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Very
it's
cool.
Backwards. Boy, just
Completely
one of them things
reverses
people
the
take
meaning.
out of context. Can I talk about something real quick?
No.
That I blew up about this the other day because it was just reminding me of my entire childhood of being made fun of for stupid things.
You had awful friends.
It's not sherbet.
No. Well,
Do you say sherbet, Seth? Probably.
Yeah,
I don't hold it
absolutely.
against you.
Yeah, it's absolutely. That's
If anybody says sherbet, that's fine. I'm not going to critique how you say it.
right.
There's not an R in it.
No.
It's sherbet.
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 Sherbet is how it's spelled and how it's supposed to be said.
Absolutely.
But if you want to say sherbet and that's how you were raised to say it, that's fine. I'm not going to say anything. But when I say it right,
Sherbet.
don't ridicule me when you're retarded.
Never happened. No. I'd never
Like
do that.
you can't read and you just, well, why don't you just say it like everybody else?
Well,
Why do you have to say stuff weird?
What about Colonel?
Colonel?
Colonel.
Colonel?
I don't know where
There's
it came
no
from.
R.
Well, that's it's
Isn't
just
that
not
a-
the same word.
I don't know where
Isn't
that came
Colonel
from.
a French word?
I believe.
Yeah, it has to
Possibly,
be,
which I would think sherbet is too. It's
Sorbet.
sorbet,
Yeah.
which means it's probably sherbet. But it's definitely not sherbet.
That
Anyway.
actually would make a lot of sense.
There was something that was on TV the other day that somebody was saying wrong, and I was like, maybe it was just my wife said it wrong, and I was like, people have said this wrong so much that they think it's right, and I was like, I say it's the same with sherbet. Like more people say sherbet than sherbet. So now if you say sherbet, people think you're wrong, and
Me and my
you're
cousin,
actually not.
Me and my cousin Jonathan got into a discussion about this when we were kids. He was like, "You want some sherbet?" I was like, "What?
Yeah, I didn't even know what that was.
What is that?"
That's funny. I've never
like-
ever heard anyone say sherbet.
I've also don't think I've ever seen it spelled. So let me just tell you.
If you play Mario
It's
Kart
the-
64,
it's-
you have
It's the orange ice cream. That's
orange.
It's
or
nasty
green.
It could be
anyway.
green. It could be
It
pink.
mix.
I've never seen
mix
Yeah,
between. I've
there's
seen
like a
it mix.
Neapolitan.
Hey, here's why.
It's neon ice cream.
Here's why
like
kernel is the way that it
fruit
is. An Italian word, French
Italian.
pronunciation.
Sorbet.
No, kernel. So it comes from the word colonnello or colonello,
Okay.
which is little column of soldiers. French modification, they swapped the first L for an R to avoid repeating the R sound. So they pronounced it coronel. And then
Colonel.
makes its way to England, and they butcher everything.
Of course they do.
Colonel.
It's not the United States' fault.
So I've never been able to spell colonel, and I'm assuming that
I always
ridiculous
just
description
recognized
as
it was colonel, and I was like, I'll spell it like that, but I don't know why we say colonel.
Yeah, same.
Because English is.
My
just
dad
a-
said two weird. He said two words wrong today, and I didn't even say anything. He said analogy,
Instead of analogy.
and I don't remember what the other one was.
with
It
a
was
soft G.
What are you,
It's an analogy.
Bless her heart, one of the best teachers I've ever had. But you remember Miss Minot? Every time she said so many
Oh,
things wrong.
God bless her.
Ticonderoga.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Ticonderoga.
Yeah.
She'd say Ticonderoga.
Oh my gosh, she
And,
reminded me. The way she pronounced things was like listen to my grandpa
the
talk.
preamble to the Constitution. She called it the preamblem.
Preamblem.
emblem.
And she's a history teacher.
I don't
And this
remember that at all. I never
This
got
is her
those.
resting face, by the way. She's just like
pretty close.
I
she's
was
like,
talking about her yesterday to my mom.
Jamie, Anthony.
Jamie Anthony.
What are the first 5 words of the preamblem?
Preamblem.
And she's listening to you, and she's got her nose flared, kind of up.
Yep, that's pretty good. That's very good.
I remember one time
lovely.
she had a
Great teacher.
test, and for some reason she'd gotten it off online or something, and the correct answer where you're supposed to write your answer was next to the correct answer. So like if it was A, it was higher. If it was B, it was a little lower.
Dude,
C.
if it wasn't-
and we all of us in the class recognized that without having to talk to each
AP
other.
history.
Yeah, and we told each other later, all right, you miss 1, you miss 2, I'll miss 5 because y'all are smarter. Y'all can miss
I don't
less.
remember getting
Caitlin
that.
Brackett never missed a single one. She took 100 every single time. And we all we quit studying. And then she gave us a different test and we all failed it.
See, that's the thing. I never got with y'all on that. You know, I was just like, I'm gonna miss 1 or 2 here. But there was always a multiple choice and there was an open response. That's how every test was.
It was Mackenzie who kind of got us all, okay, I'll miss so many, you miss so many.
I got you. So on the multiple choice, next to every right answer, there was an asterisk. Right. Every time, never failed.
Right.
Oh, I felt
So-
guilty, but I needed that.
So when I was taking classes talking about AI, because it's always this time of the year AI is big, and then when I go to ACOT, we'll talk about AI again. And I was talking to someone, and we were talking about they're using AI to cheat, and I was like, if you have a kid and they write a paper with AI, just make them present on the paper. Guess what? If they wrote it with AI, they can't present it. There's no possible way. Right. If they used AI to help them, they'll know some, but not all of it. And if they actually did all of the work themselves, they'll know all of it. Maybe not exactly, but most of it. And I was told that's an alpha school thing. I was like, no, that if you want kids to stop using AI, make them prove it. Yeah. Alpha school is like, it's a thing that they do in certain schools in other states. I think Texas, the big states, Texas, New York, California. It's like you're like super smart kids, and it's really expensive, like $40,000 a year. This is high school thing,
and we're talking about like Arkansas being low on the totem pole in terms of reading.
Yeah, but I don't consider that an alpha school thing. You assign them a project. If they can't talk about it, they didn't do it. You know they cheated. Ta-da! You've now solved the problem with AI and writing. There are such obvious solutions to it, and I get so frustrated with it. But
it's so crazy because AI can be used really well. Yeah. I mean, growing up, they always said you have to learn these math problems because you're not going to have you're not going to walk around with a calculator in your pocket. We are. Yeah. We're literally walking around with something that has all the answers to whatever you need. It will absolutely freaking lie to you. AI is hilarious when it lies to you.
I made that up. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That is the funniest thing. Nope. I have to stop you here. I said I was going to do that. I cannot do that.
Why does it do that?
Like, all right. I want you to time me. I'm going to run 2 miles and then stop the timer. Okay. All right. Okay. Go. Stop. How long did that take?
8 minutes.
Congratulations. That took you 8 minutes. videoed the whole thing.
I sent the video to the group. You know
I
watch
didn't
that?
see that.
I had
yeah.
seen it before that,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was insane.
And then, like, the creator of the AI is like, no, it has no
that Peter
internal
Thiel?
clock.
No.
I don't know if it's ChatGPT or not.
I don't remember
This
what he's
this one
using.
has no internal clock, and the guy shows the video to the AI. Is like, that guy's wrong. I do have an internal clock. I am able to time something. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go run a mile. Ready? Go. Stop. Congratulations. That was 10 minutes.
It just made something
Yes,
up.
just made something up.
It took an average of people's miles.
Yeah.
times, I guess. Wow. It's taken over the world, guys.
But like,
And using a
kids
bunch of
could
water
use it
doing
for good reason.
Everybody can use it. So it's not smart. It's like let's use calculators, right? Calculators make math easier, right? Mm-hmm. We shouldn't. Let's say calculators were a little more difficult to use. Okay, why would you not want kids to use calculators once they get out in the professional world? And with AI, especially in the private sector is really nasty. The private sector expects their new hires to know how to use AI to make their business better. Mm-hmm. On the flip side, and I was talking to a friend of mine and Seth's, he uses AI in his business all the time, and his company has meetings about how to better and more efficiently use AI. On that same note, they are firing a guy because he exclusively uses AI. He never brings anything of himself to the table, and everything he does, they can always ask AI, and it gives them the same spit out. So it's like you can't only rely on it because you have no edge. But if you don't use it, you won't be sharp enough to compete with everyone else. There's a middle ground.
Like the PEDs of the tech world.
Yeah.
Physical enhancement drug.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's the right words. Yeah, physical enhancement drug.
Or
Steroids.
or
My coworker told me they're
it's
going to
I mean,
Performance.
PEDs are
Performance.
performance. What did I say?
physical.
Physical?
Okay.
either way,
Well, I
you
think
can't have a performance that's not physical.
You can like mental drugs also to make you smarter.
Yeah, like
as
cocaine.
a PED.
Limitless.
Limitless is
Quaaludes.
what I was thinking. My coworker, I don't know, y'all can tell me if y'all have heard anything about this. He said he heard they're going to do performance enhancing drug sports. So
Yes,
Cameron
Cameron told us about that.
Cameron
told
posted
us
about that in the group
was
chat.
it Cameron?
Yeah.
See, I have a coworker named Cameron, and obviously I think of him about the same way. And so, okay, yeah, perform. So
That it's an interesting concept.
yeah.
Like, you find out that like the greatest baseball players, just like 20 years ago, were all on them. Like,
Right.
oh, so that's
That
why
was
you're
the
so
standard.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, why don't we see? I don't have a problem with that. You want to see how
Yeah,
the,
make
you
it a
want to
separate
push the
league.
physical boundaries.
As long as it ain't killing people.
My
Well,
only
it is,
hope,
though. It's bad.
yeah,
It's
that's the
bad
thing.
for you.
Right.
That's
I
the
know,
thing.
I know personally. Well, I know one guy personally, but he had two other friends when they were in high school. They went to school with Haley's dad. He said in high school they started doing steroids. We're not shy about it. One dude dead at like 50 something due to heart trouble. One guy is in assisted living because he fell down in his yard and could not get up for hours and suffered heat stroke and all that. Like, because his body is so broken from this use. One guy is, I mean, on death's doorstep. They're just waiting for the next thing to go wrong with him. So, I mean, the three guys from taking this stuff back in like the 70s.
I think it's some of it's safer now.
Sure, but
But
I mean,
still.
if you know the risk, though, can you not tell me that there aren't people that would use
yeah.
these drugs? If you said, "Listen, when you turn 50, your body's gonna fall to pieces," that's fine. I'm gonna win today, aren't I?
Yeah.
You will 100% win
Yeah,
today.
that's the problem.
But no. I think the issue is they
That's
want a
future me's
competitive
problem.
edge.
Yeah.
So if you have a game, a sport that is completely founded upon not test.
Yeah, I know. No one has a competitive edge.
No one has a competitive
Right.
edge.
Right.
It once again gets back to who's the better athlete, who has the better fundamentals.
Or
Who's-
it gets to who's going to be the wildest drug taker here.
Yeah, who's going to take the
Who's
most
going to
steps?
find that one drug that
Yeah.
gives you a little
And like
bit
how
more?
many people are going to die experiment? I'll give you a for instance because this happened back. I think it may have been in the 80s. Rally racing was exploding.
Yeah.
And everybody's like testing the limits of cars. Car manufacturers are putting out like originally the rules of rally was these are cars you can go buy off the lot. So they would be like But the rules were the factory or the car manufacturer has to make a certain number of these cars because they're using rally racing, any kind of racing, as some guy on Sunday watches this type of car in a race. He's like, I've seen one of those on the lot. I can go buy one. It helps sales for companies of people that like racing. Right. So they have to make a certain number of production models of this car. So they have these different groups of rally racing depending on the level of the car.
Volkswagen, Subaru.
Yeah. And everybody has their entries. Every car manufacturer has their entries in these races. Well, they started modifying the cars so much and stuff that they were like, well, instead of people cheating, let's just make a different group for anything goes.
Yeah.
So they created, it was called Group B Rally. And it was all these prototype cars. There wasn't hardly any restrictions. It was like these like concept cars that they only made a few of and they put them in the rally races. Dudes are dying. Cars are flying off the track and like exploding, and nobody's finding them for hours because they do these rally races through the jungle and desert and everything.
Yeah,
and it's like it goes in stages. So a guy takes off, the next guy doesn't take off for 20 minutes. This guy's completed with his stage before the next guy even takes off. Well, they were getting to where there's no officials like on certain parts of the track. And nobody hears about this guy that wrecked until the next guy goes by him and sees a cloud of smoke. It's like it's too late by then. Yeah. There was all kinds of these horrible things that happened to these racers. They're just getting more and more dangerous. And it's like, okay, well, you have to put the restrictions back. So it's like you're protecting people from themselves because when you give everybody the same advantage of, hey, you can do whatever you want, now everybody's like, well, how fast can we go? How where's the razor's edge that we can fly by? Right. And it's like, okay, you give everybody the physical, performance-enhancing drugs. There's going to be one guy that's crazier than the rest. It's like, man, if we mix this stuff, I'll be unstoppable. And then his head explodes.
And then that's...
But man, what entertaining TV that would be.
Yeah, it would be. He's out there trying to lift a weight and just his body just combusts.
But and that's the thing.
I guess we know not to use that anymore.
There's always two types of competitors. One type is... I'm going to maximize my performance so that I can outperform these guys, and it's not a one or the other. This is varying degrees of each, you know. Right. But the other type is I am going to exploit the rules in such a way that I get the most benefit from it, you know. Whether it's I'm going to get this far away from the white line in NASCAR so that I don't cross over, and get points deducted or whatever, you know what I mean? Or I'm going to reduce the weight by this much in my car, but I'm going to add this much weight or this much product or whatever, to balance out the changes that I'm making, you know what I mean? So it's really, you have competitors are competing in varying degrees of how can I bend the rules to my liking and how can I tweak my performance to the best. Yeah.
It's funny that we're talking about that. It's been a little bit, but a little while ago, the YouTube algorithm was showing me this guy who he loves Formula One, and he just does skits explaining how all these Formula One teams are just constantly cheating. And it's like he sets it up in a board meeting thing where he's talking to himself, but explaining how all these guys are cheating and they're just geniuses. Like how they affect these cars and all the changes that they make, and then it's outlawed, so they have to go back to the drawing board. And
it's
stuff.
It's the same
really
in
crazy.
NASCAR. The stuff that they can. There was this one guy, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has a podcast. I haven't listened to a lot of it. I just see some clips from it, or I'll watch like certain interviews. And there was one guy he was a racer, but I think he was an owner driver, which means he owns his own cars and like he's the boss as well as the driver. And they have regulations on how low the car can be to the ground. The lower it is, the less air resistance there is. And he was like putting his car together with these breakaway washers that they would measure the car and it was fine, but when he got on the track and hit a bump, they would break and the car would get lower. And they started finding these little washers and stuff on the track, and they're like, "Why is this stuff flying out from under your car?" He's like, "Oh,
but it doesn't matter because as long as it's like weigh-ins for a boxing game. As long as it's okay before the race, it's okay.
So they keep having to find ways because racing is a huge place where people cheat. Even dirt track racing, everything. There's regulations. Cars have to pass inspection, and the mechanics and the drivers are constantly figuring out ways to. How much can we bend this without any?
How can we push it? How can we get that?
Which
little
I think
bit
is
of
a cool
edge?
aspect of it. Is make people think and make people have to come up with regulations and stuff, and then do everything you can to fit inside those limits. you know, and see what you can do. Make the car as fast as you can because there's also over-regulation. I mean, there's all kinds of...
One of that guys, he talked about it was a manager of the team, and they had like 2 drivers, and one of them, he's like, he made him drive an extra lap without going to a pit stop, and then he had his other driver just crash so that everyone else had to stop and get behind a car so this one guy could get all the way up, get in the pit stop, and then get right back behind line. And they fired him because like he put that dude's life in danger, but he's like, but we won.
They do that. That's why the team racing stuff is kind of dangerous. They do it in NASCAR too, where like I remember there was a guy that needed. This was a while back. Guy needed points or something, and he was running in a spot where he was going to get the points they needed. And the dudes that were behind him, that like it wouldn't matter how well they scored, they were still wouldn't be in the chase.
They're trying to crash into him.
They just like blocked everybody and stuff. They just get in the way or cause a wreck or whatever. And
Oh
it's like,
yeah, I remember. What was
that's
it? The Ricky
so
Bobby thing is
wrong.
like engaging the slingshot and like just give him the lead.
Yeah. And I mean, it's cool at one point. It's like, yeah, you got guys out there that are working together and drafting each other and stuff. But then at the end of the day, it's like, well, you can't all be the best. So, you know, you're on a team, but you still have to try to beat each other or you have to help one guy. And then you become a, you know,
Background player.
just a guy impeding progress from everybody else.
Right.
Which is kind of unfair.
It's like Mario Kart. It's like if you control the top 3 positions, it's first place doesn't even need to hold protective items anymore. They just got to hope that lightning bolt doesn't come for you and you're
hate
golden.
being in first.
Blue shell.
Dude, Mario Kart 8 has remedied that though.
No.
You get the little sound box thing. If the blue shell comes after you, you hit the sound box and it destroys the blue shell.
Really?
Yeah. No, lightning bolt's the only threat.
Yeah.
And also,
Lightning bolt still is terrible.
the lightning bolt's the most powerful, most annoying, devastating item in the whole game. Used to, a cloud would appear over your head. So the idea was you hold on to a star, a cloud appears over your head, just pop the star, keep on going. Dude, that doesn't happen anymore. It's just BAM! You're now
I
small.
hate the
you
ink
have no
block
idea
thing,
what's
dude.
It's fine. The
I
ink block thing,
hate
you
it.
can see around it, but no, the blue shell takes right there. It's rare. You can get it in first place. It's one of the rare first place item pulls. But yeah, sound box. The blue shell comes to you, spins around, and the sound box will blow it up.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's good to know.
There is other ways to protect yourself from blue shell that require a lot of skill. My student that graduated a few years ago, she actually did it once. She threw a banana peel ahead of herself and she hit it and spun out, got an iframe. The blue shell hit her. Blue shell hit during the iframe, so she only had to deal with the banana spin out and then kept going.
What a disgusting move.
The blue shell bomb is a longer cooldown than the banana. The banana is like one of the shortest in the whole thing. You can also drive off the map, and Lakahidu or whatever will fish you up when the blue shell hits you too.
Is that quicker than
No, it's worse. It's just a flex.
Yeah, if you're barely beating your competition, that'll put you in 5th place. Yeah. Getting off the track.
You say the ink bothers you?
Yeah.
Well, it's stronger in Mario Kart 8. It lasts longer and it covers up more of the screen. Yeah. In Mario Kart Wii, if you hit any turbo or even if you're on a bike and popped a wheelie, it would wipe it right off, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, in Mario Kart 8, if you go underwater, it washes it off.
Yeah.
And there are courses where you're underwater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they're all wacky tracks. That's why I don't really like
love Mario Kart.
Mario Kart Wii was the first Mario Kart I really played.
I didn't even know it was 8. I thought it was Infinity.
No, it's
down on it's underneath
yeah,
it. That's an
but
infinity symbol.
It looks like it, but the next Mario Kart is actually really cool. Mario Kart World.
I've heard as far as the competitive, it's not better than 8.
It's not better than 8. You have like 25 racers, so it is really a slog.
All right, sherbet.
That's where I learned the word in the first place was Mario Kart 64, Sherbet Land.
Sherbet Land Penguins.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, that's man, the Wii has that track on. The Wii has so many, I don't know, it's just better.
Mario Kart 8 has
every
64,
track, yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It has 64 tracks, it has GameCube tracks, it has Wii tracks.
They added a bunch of tracks to Mario Kart 8 as a promotional
download.
For me, I didn't have to download. You have 8 cups, and they're all a mix of.
But they added even more.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah, well, I only have the base ones.
Is it?
And it's a bunch of tracks I don't know.
There's one Moo Moo Farms or something.
Oh yeah,
I was on the
Moo Moo
Meadows.
the easiest, greatest track ever, and I can even beat my best player at it.
It's a good track.
Love that track.
It's a great track.
Little power slide through the grass.
The one that I like that was more unique to me was like Dry Desert. Love that place.
That one's pretty cool.
Just kick butt in there. Neo Bowser City
ship?
kills me.
That's the
though.
one with the toppling round pokey guys. Yeah.
Yep, and then the big like sand whirlpool in the middle.
That keeps
yeah.
getting bigger.
Yeah, and you want to go around the outer edge, but if you have like I think either 2 or 3 boost mushrooms, you can just go straight through the middle.
Yeah.
And then you won't get sucked down at all. But yeah, I like Dry Desert a lot. Neo Bowser City. No, not Neo, but no Bowser's Fortress, whatever it's called. I think and maybe Neo Bowser
Is that
City
the one
as
with
well.
the big Stone Bowser in the middle hitting the
Yeah,
tracks
he has a castle. There's Bowser's Castle and there's Neo Bowser City. Both of those are tough, and I usually struggle at
All the
city.
Bowser's castles are tough. One of the hardest ones is that one that's completely flat and you're just jumping between all the platforms. It's maybe a Nintendo 64.
Super Nintendo.
It's the Super Nintendo one.
There's a Rainbow Road Super
It's got the
Nintendo
rocks
track.
that drop
Yeah.
and you're jumping over lava constantly and it's all 90
And
degrees.
there's no walls.
Yeah, some places there's walls, some
There's
there's
just
some
lava
not.
everywhere. So
Yeah.
if you fall off, you're in the lava. Yeah.
Maybe that's Super Nintendo.
That's
I know
a
there's
pretty
a
tough
couple
one.
Super Nintendo tracks on there.
When they added the new tracks, they brought one of the Super Nintendo tracks on, and when we were testing them out back when this happened, I think this was like maybe 3.5 years ago. It was so funny because in Mario Kart 8, you're used to when you see water, you can dive into it and go underwater. They brought one of the Super Nintendo tracks back and it had water, and my student tried to go through the water. Like he had to pick them up, and it's not in this one's. It's so funny because you're so used to seeing water, you just go into it. Not today, not on those old tracks.
Did the Nintendo come out after the Atari?
Yeah, Atari was first.
Atari was like 70s, wasn't it?
It was like the first one, I think. I don't think
Maybe
anything was
early
before Atari.
80s.
Yeah,
early
early
80s, maybe.
But yeah, it had Nintendo. Nintendo was making games for Atari because I'm pretty sure there was Donkey Kong for the Atari. I know
Well-
there's Mario Brothers.
No, it was Donkey Kong, and Jumpman was what became Mario.
I had my uncle's Atari and I had Mario Brothers for it.
That must have come out later. But the character in Donkey Kong, they called him Jumpman. He was what eventually Nintendo had become Mario. That's why when you see like Mario versus Donkey Kong, it came from that very first barrel rolling Donkey Kong game that was supposed to be Mario rescuing the princess.
Yeah.
But then they decided to take Mario in a different direction, and that's where Bowser and all the Koopas come from later.
It
with
originally
Princess
came out
Peach.
as an arcade game.
Yeah. All
Mario
of them.
did.
Yeah, no, Donkey Kong, where he's throwing the barrels and you're jumping over.
Oh, it wasn't on Atari?
No, it originally came out as
The one that was on Atari, I don't remember if it's called Mario Brothers or Super Mario Brothers.
no, just Mario Brothers, where
Mario
they're moving
Brothers.
packages and stuff.
I don't know. I don't remember. Pitfall Atari.
Yep.
I would play that right now.
Pitfall
That's
and
a
Joust.
great
Those
game.
are the two big ones for Atari that I remember.
Pitfall's so good.
It's hard.
It's just a side scroll. Well, obviously,
Nintendo
but
licensed the
it's
game to
just
Coleco.
different. Every level is like you swing on a rope over a pond and there's gators, or you
You
jump.
can go
off.
down and they have the snakes.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I ever had that, but Mom has an Atari, but she has some kind of racing game on it. I don't
Pole
know.
position.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think that was an arcade console at first too.
Maybe.
Like driving one of those Formula One cars. In it.
It's pole,
Was that on
pole
Atari,
position.
though?
Yeah. Have y'all seen that? I've just seen clips of some streamers playing it where I don't remember what it's called, but it's like every room is a trap and you don't know what's going to happen until you walk into it. And it's like an enemy comes towards you, you jump over it, and as you jump over it, spikes come out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
And you had no idea were there. And it's just like a grinder
a
that
big
you have
old
to memorize.
buzzsaw,
Yeah.
and then stairs that suddenly go up instead
Yep.
of down. Yeah, I've seen those.
What is that? What is that game
know.
called? God, there's no way to win that like first time through. It's
Right,
just
it's just a memorization thing.
yeah, it's designed to kill you. It reminded me of that. What was that Mario game you were playing for a while
Oh yeah, where you were making
that you
your
were
own
grinding?
tracks.
Yeah, the Mario Builder or whatever.
Oh, Mario Maker.
Yeah, Mario Maker.
yeah. Weren't you really good at that?
People were super.
Oh.
People were super. No, there are some absolute just insane tracks where it's 100% memorization coupled with reaction time and skill. But it's like there's a certain spot where there was an invisible block that you land on here, and then you had to do something and kill the monster to get you the distance you need to survive the next spot, and it's insane.
Look up Ryu Car.
That is my nightmare. Is a
That-
game like
That guy is a Mario Maker master.
Is that game still out? Yeah. Like people still play that?
Mario Maker 2.
Mario Maker 2 is a
yeah.
new one. Yeah. Players were looking forward to it too. Like, it was a big deal.
It was very cool. I mean, people could make. I mean, there's good builders and there's bad builders, but the good builders make some incredible things.
And you have to be able to complete whatever you build. Theoretically, I guess you could always create a cheating way that no one knows about, and that's how you clear the level. But yeah, it's really cool.
Not my thing. I'd be bashing my head into something.
Remember when we played that Dungeon Maker game?
Yeah,
that
it was a lot like that. That was actually kind of fun, but we only played it like one time.
I just wish it was building dungeons.
What was that
more
called?
fun. I do not remember.
And who was it that made it? Was it the DBD people?
Yeah,
made
it was the DBD people who made that.
Do you remember what it was called? Do you remember that game, Todd? Did you ever play it? Were you
before I started streaming with you guys?
No.
I feel like Tyrell did play that game with y'all.
I think you might.
No,
have played
I don't think he
remember that
did
at all.
Because me and AJ only played it like maybe 3 times, maybe definitely 2, maybe.
I don't
3.
remember that. That's like a fever dream thinking about that game.
It's kind of like the original Fortnite ideas that you're supposed to make a protection thing.
Yeah, it's like you go. It was the maker. There was the makers of DBD is why we got it.
Behavior?
And
Yes.
you get in there and like you go into other people's bases and they have it booby trapped.
And you're trying to get to the end before they get to the end of yours.
Yeah, it's like a maze.
That's cool.
But there's traps everywhere, and then you can build your you can keep upgrading and building your base.
So it's
harder.
like you and Malachi trying to get inside my Halo Fortress.
Yes, very similar. Yeah,
Tyrell would have loved this game.
yeah, you probably would have. I'm surprised you didn't play it. Is it something Maker?
Yes.
Dungeon Maker?
No.
It is something Maker.
Are you trying to find it and you can't find
Yeah.
it?
Look up games behaviors
I
made.
did, but
Ask
I'm not seeing
ask
it.
AI.
I looked up the games published
Look
by
that up on
Behavior.
Perplexity.
It says Dead by Daylight, Casting of Frank Stone, Islands of Insight, Blight Survival, and Naughty Bear. None of them. It is something Maker, yes.
I'll find it.
Well, did y'all enjoy the trap room? The
Meet
giant-
Your Maker.
Meet Your Maker.
Meet
is
Your
the
Maker.
game.
Oh, that's what it is? That's what Meet Your Maker is.
Yeah, did you ever
I've
play it?
seen it. I didn't know what it was. I never really looked
Oh,
into
cool.
it.
Unfortunately, I want to say it was 2-player only, which was I think the other reason
That
we,
might have been why.
the main thing that we knew couldn't do a whole lot with it because I think it was 2-player only.
Trap Room? Yeah, good call.
Liked it?
Trap Room was fun.
We haven't had anything like that.
Yeah, it was a
No,
lot
not
of fun.
really. Yeah, I was.
It was a lot of fun.
Every game is just me trying to figure out, okay, what have we not
What
done?
can we do something that's different?
I actually was complaining to Dustin because we're wrapping this arc up a lot faster than
Galeport.
Yeah, there's just
Galeport.
not as much.
but like it could easily just have been the same thing, like just a whole bunch of robots instead of vampires.
Yep.
Except you can't really sneak into robots.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was thinking we were going to spend a little bit more time in the city, but me and Dustin were talking about it earlier. I was like, yeah, we wouldn't be able to
How
blend
would
in.
you? You can't, yeah.
You'd just be getting attacked constantly.
Beep boop, beep boop, bop bop,
It
beep
would
boop.
be like us entering an entire city of black cloaks and not having disguise.
Yeah. Well, I could talk to him.
Yeah, that's,
you could do.
You could too.
Yeah, I could too, but we'd have to be in disguise full time, like a
Right.
black cloak, like to.
Well, I mean, you're still talking about humans though. Like it'd be like us it's like trying to break into a city of dinosaurs.
yeah,
Rah 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 rah.
but no. So I think this is probably
Yeah.
how it should have gone.
Yeah.
How would you do it any other way? Really, like how would you just raid from the front door? Even like
The question is when we dealt with the vampires, unknown to us, we dealt with all the vampires, and we didn't really have a escape plan. We had a kill her plan, and that was where it all ended.
Yeah.
We just got really lucky.
It turned into a kill him plan.
There's no guarantee all the robots are going to turn off or that they're going to be happy. I mean, what does that even mean? We just know he has a potential sentience. Maybe they all turn off. Maybe there's a button that turns them all off.
Yeah, and we don't not gonna know how to operate it, but. We have Lily. I guess I was gonna say if anybody dies, it can be Lily. But then we're like, what if she knows how? She's the only one that knows how to turn it off. Maybe Maybe that puts a premium on
Maybe
keeping her alive.
Maybe she becomes the new leader of the magnum opus, and that's like a whole thing in our future campaign.
Yeah,
metallic opus.
Metallic.
but
Such a
what if they
stupid
try to take
name.
over again though?
What? They could.
Like we're just putting all of our trust in Lily. What if
I
she
know.
goes bad? Then we
She's
have the same
literally
problem.
Lily the Destroyer.
Yeah. That's a prophecy.
told me this was my destiny.
Yeah,
My destiny is to remove the human element.
we go and destroy Drax. So the next thing we see is an even bigger army of automatons coming over the horizon.
They're just Terminators, though.
yeah.
Yeah, we leave her there for 2 weeks.
They
and
all
then
have downloaded her abilities. Woo! Yeah. Maybe we need to kill her.
The next campaign will be 1,000 years before Draxus takes over, and it's Lily sending automatons to the past. Let's go ahead and
We must
get
kill
the
Quincy
trademark on
Potter
that.
the first.
Quincy Potter the 0th.
Dude, that reminds me though. I've been watching the show Reacher on Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
It is good.
Oh, I loved it.
In the
I didn't
first-
like the second season, but every other season I loved.
I'm in the second season right now, just episode 2. But in the first episode, the actor that played the T-1000 in Judgment Day, Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah.
He's so old.
There's one guy talking, and he's like, they checked under the name Sarah Connor and something else. And he goes, well, that something else is a first baseman for the Yankees. He goes, okay, who's Sarah Connor? It's the guy that played
I missed
T-1000.
that.
He goes, I don't give a
That's funny.
It's hilarious.
I missed that.
Dude. I saw it immediately. I was like, dude, if one person knew Sarah Connor,
That's really funny.
it was cheeky. It was nice.
How are we gonna take this dragon down though?
One bolt at a time. Let's just get there with a screwdriver.
This is a multi-layered fight. All right, don't blow your wad all at once.
How are you going to do this? We did it. Phase 2
Yeah.
And 3
and 3
and 4.
Well, we know. Okay, we have to
five.
at least deal with the dragon. We know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
We know Jike's in his super suit, so we have to deal with that.
And you said there was a whole bunch of automatons, right?
I was going to say
assuming
it's
these
not
automatons.
just the 2 of them either. That was the other thing.
How are we on resources?
I listened to it yesterday.
We didn't really get hurt in the.
No,
that's
we-
why the trap room was good. You didn't make
Yeah.
us waste anything, except maybe a couple spell slots.
I
but-
used my grow big. Oh, I'm so big.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
I thought you said it wore off.
You're not.
No, it was
no,
the
second one did.
hour. You said an
Yeah,
hour
you're
and
not gargantuan.
You're not
Right.
huge Gillard. You're
yeah,
just big Gillard.
You're big Gillard.
Because one effect lasted a minute. One
Right.
effect lasted. I think I rolled 2 hours.
Yeah, you still have like an
So-
hour and 45 minutes or something like that
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Because I listened to it yesterday.
Hey,
I
good
didn't-
job listening, pal.
I think I listened to.
I appreciate that. I didn't even have time, but
Sometimes-
I made sure I did yesterday because I was mowing and stuff, so I had time. to
Usually, what I do is like I will listen. I will start it to make sure that the audio is good, and then like it'll be on my phone, and like every time I get in my truck, it'll start playing. So I'll listen to a few minutes of it every time I drive down the
Right,
road, and I end up listening to the whole thing. But I don't think I quite finished it this time. But I had already listened to it to mix it, so I remember what happened. It was just the trap room.
there's the trap room. Yeah.
Cameron had no idea how we were going to get out of there.
He's been very down for the past couple
Yeah,
games.
he has. He just-
We're dead.
this
We're
is
dead.
it.
This is it.
How much
TBK.
How much health you got? All of it?
I've got all the health.
I mean, it is kind of scary if Buck goes down. That's really the main thing we have to worry about.
And I think Hunter, I said that to Hunter. I was like, and it's not me picking on Tate. It's just kind of how things have been happening. He's been being
How we
focused
play our
on quite a
characters,
bit
yeah.
lately.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is like,
It's also his positioning, and
Yeah.
he went after Stefan like a just
yeah, but the thing about it is, like
Yeah, we were in a race.
in any war that you see any countries fighting, the lesser army. I'm not saying that we're up against a lesser army, but the army that has less to do with the conventions that you're used to is always going to go after. They'll go after the medics. They'll go after the officers. They'll cut the head off the snake. I'm not saying I'm an officer. I'm saying like,
Jike might pick on you though because he hates you. Apparently,
yeah, he hates me.
I had no idea that was another layer I was not expecting.
Slap in the face.
I had
is
no
what I
idea
am
he
to
would
this
hate
man.
Buck so much.
What
It's-
Buck is saying is that he is President Snow and he's going to blow up all the medics when they show up to help all the people, and that's
The
why we
repair
hate him.
bots, so we got to take them down.
Yeah,
When I was listening to it yesterday, I started getting like some Saruman vibes from Jag, because like the reason I say that is because like Saruman's all about like the fires of industry and all this stuff, like trying to burn down like nature and replace it with machinery, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, and in Tolkien's lore, that's what the orcs are good at. Is
Yeah.
industry is if the orcs had been left to their own devices, they would have come up with the engine.
No.
You know, like that type of stuff.
Yeah, but they didn't. They weren't trying to recreate life out of a machine. Like that's what.
No, but they
Jake
would
thinks
replace
they can
it with their own, though. So I mean, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, orcs are like pulled out of the mud. They're weird.
Well, they are in the movies, but in the
That's
book-
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
movie, if
that's-
you just watch the movies, you don't know that the orcs were innovative.
Yeah.
They were.
They're just
they were
destructive.
originally elves, I believe. is
Well,
the-
That's one of
Do
the
you know
lore.
that
That's
from
one-
Do you learn
the
this
first
from the
orcs
books?
were
That,
originally
well,
elves.
I didn't even know if
that's
you
the
learned that
thing,
from the
is
books or is
Tolkien
that
was
from the Silmarillion?
inconsistent with his storytelling.
Oh,
One of the widely accepted stories that he told in one of his appendices is that Morgoth took elves, corrupted them, and made orcs out of them.
right. The first of the elves from Valar.
Over the sea.
When they woke. So basically, a little bit of lore. Iluvatar told the Vala that prepare for
I actually know what he's talking about.
I do too. And I want to tell why in a minute.
prepare for my firstborn. They will awaken.
Right. He's talking about humans. For
Yeah.
the, for the
no,
listeners.
he's talking about elves.
Yeah, elves
What,
were
his
Elves
first, the firstborn?
Yeah.
I thought he was talking. Okay, I got you.
So the
I thought
firstborn
dwarves
are
were
the
before
elves.
elves.
LA did LA did fashion them first, but like they didn't actually awaken until way
Right,
later.
and Iluvatar set
talking
them,
about Year of the
set them
Trees.
about in the world and did not tell anybody. Only he knew.
Yeah.
So they would have to be watchful for their awakening.
Right.
They awoke in darkness. The trees weren't a thing. So
Well, it
that's
was
why
the-
they love
it was
the moon. That's
it
why
was
they
the
love
year of the
stars.
trees. It was the age of the trees or whatever. But yeah,
Well, when they awoke, they were in darkness. When the trees were there, it was a constant state of dusk or first light. But when they awoke, they were in complete darkness. Who was the horseman?
it was the. You talking about which Valar found them?
No, yeah, it was the
was-
one on the horse because they were
It was the hunter. He's the one that found them.
yeah right.
I don't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either.
The one that's like always laughing.
No,
not him,
because
not him?
he's barefoot and he
Okay.
runs as fast as a horse. He needs no steed.
You're
Tom
talking about.
Bombadil?
No.
No, you're talking
He's
about
not a
the,
god
You're
or a
talking about
Valar.
the hunter. The hunter was the one who found him first.
Yeah, he's the one who takes joy in
Who
hunting
always
monsters.
goes and kills Morgoth?
Huh?
Is he the one who always loves
No.
killing
No,
Morgoth?
That
that's
dude-
the one.
that
that's,
dude never leaves
Tulkas.
Valar.
That's
Oh, okay.
Tulkas.
Tulkas.
Yeah.
Tulkas
Yeah.
could run as fast as a horse and relished in wrestling. He wasn't a warlike god, but he was the closest, and I say god loosely. He
Yeah.
was the most warlike Vala. He laughed when there was war coming. In fact, when he approached Arda during the Ardith Arnuiniad, no, the last war, basically.
Yeah. He's
He-
the one that
he
threw
came-
down with Morgoth.
He came
know
through,
what-
and his laughter scared Morgoth into hiding.
The trick with Tulkas
is
Sorry. Go ahead.
the trick with Tulkas is all of the Vala, Morgoth included, use their power to create constantly. Tulkas didn't create jack. So when the fight came and he showed up, he had nearly as much power as when they were all created, and it was devastating. That he's probably single-handedly the result
Yeah.
in what everything that happened with Morgoth, because he didn't do anything. All the other Vala were creating and doing, and they were out in the world expending their energy. Not Tulkas.
Isn't it called Dagor Dagorath?
Dagor Dagorath. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But anyways,
You're out of it, AJ?
I just have no idea.
one of
I'm
the
just
hunter,
listening.
the Vala who was the hunter,
Yeah,
he was
it's-
on a horse. Whenever he rode by the first elves that awoken, they were scared because Morgoth rode a horse and would kidnap them
was
in the
kidnapping
darkness.
them, yeah.
You know
So
what,
that's why they
I'm-
hid at first.
I'm interested. You know how have you noticed how Apple Podcasts is like separating our podcast into chapters now, and it'll name it something? I guess it's AI. I'm wondering what it's going to name this section. I'm wondering
We have
if it's
been
going to
all
know what
over
y'all
the
are
place
talking
today.
about. I'm wondering if it's going to know what y'all are talking about, though.
Oh, probably.
Is this Cimmerillion stuff?
I thought
here?
that was a fight. I thought
Yeah.
the Bragalac was a fight.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I just finished up hay, and it's crazy. You're just sitting in a tractor, and I listen to things on the tractor, but like where I'm at, I will remember last year. And last year I was only listening to this lore cast system about the
Tolkien
Lord of the
lorecast. You listen to
Really good.
You listen to
So I was able to
podcasts
keep up with
sometimes,
some of
don't you? It's really, really good.
And he's really good at explaining. It's like a story. He's got a beautiful voice, and it's not
I
boring.
feel like I'm way behind.
It's so good, dude.
I kept up with that. That's the first
will
time I've
say-
been able to keep up with y'all on some
Dagor
Lord of the
Dagorath
Rings.
is the last battle. It has not happened yet.
Yeah, right,
Here's
right.
what
I thought
I
that's what
here's
you were
what I
talking
got
about.
from this. Are you saying Vala? Is that the thing?
Vala.
Are they like
So-
the pantheon of gods?
Basically,
Pretty much.
yeah.
They like
No, they're under the true God.
They're under one.
Iluvatar is the one god above all.
Yeah.
He is-
Although there is a hint
They're his
that
children.
He has this thing called
flame.
the secret flame or the
Flame
flame
imperishable.
flame imperishable.
Yeah.
That is the spirit, the soul, the will of life.
Yeah, it's
And
also,
only he has it. Morgoth sought it, so he went out into the void to search for it, not knowing that it was only within Iluvatar.
Who's
and-
Morgoth?
Morgoth is the most
Satan.
powerful Vala.
Obviously Satan, yeah. But
the
like-
most powerful Vala. But
But he's less
Well,
than
no,
Iluvatar.
he had the most beautiful voice,
No.
which we equate to power.
What he said, what Iluvatar said is none are more powerful than the Vala, and none more powerful than Morgoth, or not Morgoth,
Melkor.
Melkor.
So is it like a prodigal son type situation?
Yes,
Because
wouldn't say-
very
No,
low.
because he
Morgoth
doesn't come
is-
back.
he-
no.
yeah.
But is he
No,
not
it is
Iluvatar's son,
literally
though?
it is
He is.
literally Satan. How he was the worshiper of God,
And-
and then got too big for his britches and
and
was
they're
cast
they're
down.
But
they're
he is
crea-
Iluvatar's kid, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
their creative story is that everything was sung into existence before it existed.
Yes.
So
Iluvatar sang it into existence.
all of the major or the Valar and the Ainur would sing, and it would evoke these images of beauty and greatness and everything, and they would make music. And then Melkor would come in with like blasting trumpets and very pompous sounding and drums,
And
it would
change the sound of the music.
It would disrupt everything. It was like okay, and then some of the Ainur would start harmonizing with Melkor. And
Melkor and Morgoth at the same
and it
person.
happened
I
twice.
got that.
And then the third time that it happened, he was started competing with Iluvatar. And Iluvatar, it says that he it seemed as though he stood up. I'm paraphrasing here. It seemed as though he stood up and had a stern look on his face. And every time Melkor would do one of his dissonant melodies, Iluvatar would wrap it into the overall symphony and make it work. Instead of it being dissonant, it shaped it together. And at the end, he finally brought it all together and made it.
Middle Earth.
Well, not yet.
yet?
He just made it all sound wonderful, and then held his hand up and stopped the music, and he said, "So that you may know that all things are found in me. I will bring everything. I will bring everything to existence, and you will find that nothing that is made does not have. Everything that is made has its source in me, and that shamed Melkor. That put him to shame.
And Tolkien did all this without drugs?
Yeah.
And then we can't even make
Talk
an Elder
about a
Scrolls game?
D&D game, man.
Yeah, that's really good.
And
was a-
here's the,
he
you
should
know,
have been a DM.
And you know what prompted the storytelling from this?
May have been.
You know what prompted the storytelling from this?
What?
Creating the language of the elves. That's all. He was more interested in creating languages than he was in storytelling.
How do you go about that?
I don't know.
Boredom.
He just did.
Yeah. So the
No
amount-
TV, no
But
internet.
do you start with an alphabet? Do you start with syllables?
I have no idea.
Do you start just turning words, like words that you know in English or whatever language, and just turning them into an Elvish word?
I don't
You
know.
couldn't do that.
because his education was in language, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Quenya, one of the Elvish
Yeah.
languages, is based off of Finnish, I believe. So like the design, like how it's
So
written,
it is based off of a language.
It is loosely based off of Finnish, but it's because of the way
But
it's
it doesn't have
Isn't-
Latin roots. It's
Isn't
not like
his
you
whole
can-
thing that he was given the pages and he had to he didn't write them. He was
inspired, maybe.
No, he
or-
was just translating them to English.
He held that the Hobbit and all this. These were stories that were told to him that he was translating from the Hobbits. He didn't actually believe in the Hobbits, but he's like, this isn't my story. This is just a story I'm translating of this tale of hobbits. That was what he held to.
So yeah, he was on something.
An interesting guy.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, did you guys know that Sauron was actually the apprentice of Aule originally before he fell, or was tempted away by Morgoth?
Sauron was?
Yeah, and Aule was the smith.
Yeah, he was the smith.
That's why
I always thought Sauron was like the Satan, but no, he's
No.
way
So
below
Sauron is an
Morgoth.
Ainur. He's actually not much different than a
Gandalf.
Balrog.
Yeah.
No, that's why he couldn't. That's why he couldn't team up with the Balrog, because the Balrog was a Balrog of Morgoth. Sauron was after the Balrogs had kind of waned in power, I would say.
There's a battle that's so insane that was fought where an army of Balrogs came out of the castle. Can you imagine seeing not one of them, but an army of them?
But that's another inconsistency.
Yeah.
Because go ahead. I think you probably know more than I do.
Well, what I was going to say is like the Balrogs you see in the movie and the Balrogs in the books are way different.
Oh,
in design, way different.
Absolutely. But the point of contention here is Tolkien always went back and forth on whether it was hundreds or whether there were like 12.
12.
Yeah. Well, see,
It just depends on how many Ainur. So if the Valar are the greater spirits are essentially the closest thing to being a god you could be as a Valar, Ainur are the lesser ones. And that's the Sauron, Balrogs. I believe Gandalf is an Ainur.
Angels or demons.
All
of
the
the wizards.
All the wizards are Ainur. They're just from. Just took them a lot longer to get where they were going.
And the reason Gandalf was so wise is he was an Ainur of the goddess of sorrow.
Yeah, the lady, the weaver, right? The weaver of the tapestry, I think.
I don't know if it was the weaver.
Yeah, but it's Gandalf.
Because she's betrothed to Mandos, the Doomsayer.
Yeah,
I think the one that he is. I think the one that he is.
Yeah, I remember
serving.
Gandalf's whole thing was that he was steeped in. He knew a lot about grief.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the Malcor Morgoth thing. So Tolkien had a belief that when something undergoes
He's a
drastic
Maya,
change,
not an Ainur. Sorry, Maya.
Maya. Oh, is that below? That's below them, isn't it?
Yeah, that's below the Valar.
Right. No, I'm saying Maya is below Ainur.
I think Ainur are the whole heavenly beings. I think
Yeah, you're right.
okay.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I actually looked
Ainur
into this.
are the heavenly beings cut up into Valar and Maiar.
Okay.
Or Vala and Maiar.
So with the name thing, the reason Tolkien believed names were very powerful and very important. If let's say you as AJ undergo a massive shift in your who you are as a person, you would no longer be AJ. You would be whatever name better fits. So Malcor was his name as a Valar and as a member of whatever they call themselves at the times. But when he kind of defected and went to Middle Earth and started doing all this bad stuff, he became Morgoth.
That is the thing.
The elves renamed him because it means black foe.
Yeah.
Here, Gandalf was mostly associated with Nienna, who is the Lady of Pity, Grief, and Mourning, who teaches that sorrow can lead to wisdom and hope.
That's what he was before he was Gandalf.
Before he was Gandalf, he was Olorin, I believe is what Olorin.
Interesting.
It's very deep.
Yeah.
Super deep.
Ridiculously deep.
Yeah.
I always thought it was kind of weird how magic worked in the world because, like, the elves supposedly, I guess they have magic.
It's very.
But are
light
they
magic,
the
yeah.
only like ones that have it? Unless you're a godlike being like a wizard. So are all the wizards like used to be gods or whatever
Maiar
you
or
are saying?
whatever,
Yeah, Maiar.
There's like necromancers and stuff like that too. Apparently, sorcerers and
I
whatnot.
think the only one was Sauron. Though.
Yeah, I mean, he was the necromancer.
But you can't
before.
go to like a magic college like you can in
No.
some.
No. It's
Well, I mean, there's also stuff like barrow whites and stuff like that too.
But the Barrel Whites were, if I'm not mistaken, servants of Sauron.
And let's not forget about Ungoliant.
That's
But
different.
Ungoliant was
That's different.
She was a creature from creation.
I know. It's just a freaking shadow spider.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Giant.
eventually they whooped Morgoth pretty bad, and he went flying for the hills out of Middle Earth to a place that no one
To
had
the
ever
North Pole.
seen.
Ungoliant.
And that's where he found Ungoliant.
Yeah, and then Ungoliant drank the trees.
That was when they attacked Vala.
Yeah, she attacked the trees, killed them. They
And that's
had
how
one.
the sun and moon was created.
Yeah, they had one fruit from each tree, so they pulled, the fruit and put them in the sky. It was the sun and the moon, and then
some giant fruits.
and then the one elf of Valar made the Cimmerils. Ungoliant
That
ate
was Feanor,
one.
I think.
No,
And-
no, if it was Feanor, yes.
No, she ate she ate others. It might have been after the trees.
think
After
it was-
Melkor stole the Silmarils, and she tried to eat the Silmarils. Morgoth would not let her, so she nearly killed him.
Yeah.
Yes,
She nearly
she
killed
did.
And then he cried out, and the Balrogs arrived and whipped her back. Did not kill her, whipped her back.
And from what I remember, you guys may have read it before. She is not of creation. Ungoliant.
Who are
He
you talking
found her. She's
Shelob's
like
mother.
She's like
Shelob's
an
mother.
evil demon spider from somewhere beyond.
I think you're thinking of the what are those things called? The things from below.
Oh yeah.
no, Ungoliant.
Like the tentacle
Ungoliant-
thing in
Yes.
front of the
the
cave.
Watchers, the Watcher,
Watcher, yeah.
in the deep or whatever. The
Yeah,
Watcher in the
Watcher
deep.
in the
no,
deep,
it's
yeah.
I'm talking about because Malcolm
Ungoliant-
met her when he left. And
Right.
then he brought that's why he and
was-
her led the charge on Vala, something he could never have done by himself.
She was tied to Arda, so she was in some way in the creation.
Yeah.
maybe
I don't know.
Maybe I just wasn't sure.
I
what he
don't think it
getting
was
at.
explicitly stated how she came about, but
She is evil. She is evil,
absolutely,
evil.
yeah. The Shadow Weaver is what they called her because she could spin a web over them that the Vala could not see, which is wild. Because what is it? Orome was he the top dog? Orome, or am I thinking of a different one?
I think it's a different one. I think. I may be wrong.
He's like the Zeus of these guys, is what I'm trying to think of.
I thought that was
He's the one that
Tolkien.
like is always in contact with
No.
the eagles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aule,
No, Ally's the smithing god.
top god of Tolkien.
I thought it was either Manwë or Tolkis. I thought they were.
It's Manwë.
Manwë.
Yeah, it is
Manwë,
Manwë.
that's right. Manwë could see far on Arda from his mountain in Valar. Isn't that the name of the land? Was Valar?
Yeah, it was the island or whatever.
Valinor?
Could be Valinor.
I think it's Valinor.
But he could
Valinor
see
is the
further.
place, the Valar are the
he
people,
could see
yeah.
further when his mate was there with him, and so he could see all across this flat plane of existence because it was flat.
It was flat.
And then, Sauron put on this. This is way in the future
Yeah.
of where we're talking. Put on this this really handsome look, and had
his fair form.
his fair form. There we go. And had turned. He had turned the who were
The
His-
Numenorians.
Numenorians. He turned the Numenorians to child sacrifice and to praising Melkor.
Don't watch the what is it? The
Rings of Power.
Don't watch Rings of Power. It doesn't
And then
doesn't approach this at all.
No.
and then when the Numenorians had finally gotten when the Numenorians had gotten so haughty that somebody had said that they were it might have been
They said their civilization was better than the Vala, I believe. Was their
well they
You're
were
talking about
going to
the fall of
they were going to
Numenor.
sail
They were
to
they were going to
that
So-
the island
to take
that
it
was
over.
You're talking about
So-
before
so,
Valar,
yeah.
Valinor was separated, right? 'Cause
they were
eventually-
sailing their ships to attack the Vala, to conquer the land.
Yeah, that's what they were
And then Eru stepped in, changed the entire shape of the world to a sphere, sunk Numenor.
with the help of Ulmo, the god of the waters and sea, ocean.
One could argue that Eru Iluvatar needs no
One
help.
could argue.
I mean,
Like,
that's
it is
your take.
Ulmo that actually
It,
gets
it's
synced, though.
almost but it was Eru's will,
Right.
That
Oh, it's just like he wouldn't
the
let
earth
Aule have
the
the
earth be
force of it.
reshaped into a sphere, and half of the continent was lost, or a quarter of it was lost.
I'm so proud that I've kept up with this conversation now. Even
I mean,
from
it's
after
not
a year.
flat.
It used to be. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's it. Literally what we just discussed.
Welcome,
that
It
way
was
nobody
like
gets
Dexter.
offended. It
Art
was
mimics
one
real
way.
life. I mean,
Oh my god.
There's a conspiracy theory that Tolkien broke into the Vatican and read some things,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
that inspired the creation story of Lord of the Rings.
Oh gosh.
Dexter, how are we going to kill Jake?
Really quickly.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
Hey, you should.
That's
leave-
why that's why we're
so
here
I mean,
hours
here's
early.
the
'cause
here's
it's
the
gonna be
problem.
quick.
Here's the problem because he's in a dragon. He's flying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I already know what's going to happen. Seth's going to fly up 100 feet in the air, and we're going to have to find out how to fly up 100 feet in the air to get to Jake.
What
in
if
a
you casted your
laboratory.
spear on him inside the dragon? He can no longer control the dragon.
Don't you have heat metal?
She's got a package.
I have fly. I don't have heat metal. I think,
I think Cameron
he has
has heat metal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cameron.
he
Yeah, Cameron has heat metal. Yeah. I mean, I could cast fly on the martial combatants. How many people can fly at 5th level spell? Like 4 or 3? Not you.
He's Big G. He counts for multiple people.
That's true.
What we
I don't
need to
know if he
do
does
is
I don't know how that works.
we
Do you
need
know have a
to.
carpet of flying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
But
was
it-
the last time y'all used that?
Well, he tried to
No.
use
For
it
the
last
kids.
time, and you had that stupid
No, we
anti
We used it for the
magic.
kids.
We used it to fly from Derry to the Hag's Lair.
Wow.
We
I
can't-
forgot I gave
we
y'all
can't
that.
all get on it, and
Right.
half of us can run faster than it can go. So
Right.
what's the use?
It only works. It only works well for me and Cam.
And can it even fly high?
Yeah,
I mean,
Can go any
it's
high?
a carpet of flying.
I think it's like 60.
Well, yeah,
feet.
Buck and Urus can
40.
get on it. That's it. We got a broom. We got shadow steeds.
I use the broom all the time.
Gillard, me and Gillard can run like 90 feet.
And Kyle, he can run faster than that.
Or
Yeah.
just fly.
Kyle can just go like 200 feet.
Or ride his bird.
He went to his sister's house to put a package inside or something. I guess she's not home. He'll be right back. She just lives like a mile down there.
Who, Tyrell?
Yeah, he'll be right back.
But yeah, so
Anywho,
That was a wild Satan comment.
yeah, I'm
it
sorry,
was-
guys. In other news,
hey, a
Oliver,
couple of our listeners will be real happy about it.
Yeah.
in sadder news, Sunday, Oliver Tree passed away in a horrific helicopter
Yeah, I did-
crash
I did
in
hear about
Brazil.
Yeah, are you sad?
I'm very sad. That's why I was sitting in my truck for so long. I was listening to Cowboy Tears all the way through and just
Tearing up?
not tearing up, man. You'll never see Cowboy Tears flowing in the wind from me, pal.
It does kind of.
The only way that Haley decided this was the best thing to tell me last night while I'm sitting there already in a bad mood. She goes, the only way they could identify Oliver Tree was his dental records. I was like, okay, well,
Oh, that's horrible.
I guess I'm just gonna punch through every freaking wall in my house right now. It's sad.
Here's what we do. Don't get on a helicopter.
I'm never ever.
This is what we should
Helicopters
take
are
from
killing
you.
too many celebrities.
It happened to
Yeah.
Gentry from Montgomery Gentry.
Is he
Oh,
dead?
really?
Yeah, he
On a
died
helicopter?
years back.
Did not know that.
Oh, well, years back.
In a helicopter.
In a helicopter.
Kobe Bryant, helicopter.
Kobe.
Oliver
That's
Tree,
a conspiracy.
helicopter.
I'll have to tell you
I
about
don't
that
care
when
about
this
it
is
if
off.
it's a conspiracy.
I'm going
He
to tell
died
you
in a
about
helicopter
it. I'm going to
crash.
tell you
I want
about
to hear it right now.
It's always small airplanes and
Haley
helicopters.
believes this to her core.
Oh, it's her conspiracy.
No, it's not.
okay.
She found it. So, some big pharmaceutical company was using the term Mamba. They were about to settle with Kobe Bryant because he has trademarked Mamba as his.
He's
it was
Black
his-
Mamba.
I don't know. It was something, but it was
Mamba
a trademark
mentality.
infringement, and they had to settle. The day before the settlement, helicopter crash.
Oh.
She believes it 100%.
How much money was it?
Surely to goodness his wife kept up that though. Like surely she would still
Maybe,
own the rights to
but-
Mamba.
Maybe, but then again, I don't know.
They could have pressured her because wasn't the daughter also, or the child was also in there too?
She died.
You really think she wants to keep something that reminds her of her family?
Yes.
Money.
The Mamba, yeah.
I don't think that's true. I think that's just it's a catastrophe.
Haley hates Big Pharma.
Well, I
Hates.
think we all should to an extent, but
I hate the raised prices of pharma. Not the drugs themselves.
anywho, yeah,
Like the-
folks, stay out of small planes and helicopters altogether.
Don't get on Don't go on
Soon we'll all
helicopter
be
tours.
flying around in small planes or helicopters.
Ain't gonna happen.
Alright.
I'll be down here on the ground in my '87 Chevy.
Nobody is flying a helicopter around, or flying cars or anything.
I think my dad literally told me like 2 or 3 weeks ago I could probably fly a helicopter.
See, a plane.
That's why they crashed.
A plane. Listen, if something happens, you can glide a plane down. You know, stuff happens wrong in small aircraft a lot. You know, nothing. There's
What
no
about
crash.
the two planes? You saw the video of the two planes that like got hitched up and couldn't disengage
at that
from each
air
other
show
and
or
just
whatever?
fell. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just them doing stupid stuff. Like, I don't think
They're
we should.
trying
No,
to do
one of
stupid
them.
stuff.
One of them was carrying skydivers. They weren't. It wasn't like an air show. It was
No,
like
the one I saw was like two government.
Yeah, I
fighter
saw that one.
jets.
It was at a USO air show.
Honestly, who even knows if any of this stuff is real anymore?
Right.
But the deal is,
Leonard
a
Skinner.
helicopter. If
also died in a helicopter?
something goes wrong in a helicopter,
Plane.
there's no gliding down. A helicopter is going to spiral to the ground and be a fireball. Like, there's no way to
Dude,
save
and that's
a
what
helicopter.
happened. His helicopter was hit by another helicopter. It landed in like a car lot of EV cars, I think.
Oh my god!
And it exploded those cars. Like killed 6 people.
The Oliver Tree one.
Yeah. Heart wrenching, dude. Heart wrenching.
I didn't know you cared so much about Oliver Tree.
Oh yeah,
He was
he's a
so
big fan.
goofy. He was funny. I mean,
It does kind of hit hard when people
That guy with the stupid haircut.
stupid bowl haircut.
you know
mullet.
it would be one. It would be one thing if like, you know, somebody like that was in a hair band or something died.
Yeah.
Like say like, is Brett Michaels still alive?
Yeah,
Say Brett Michaels died. I'd be like, oh man, that's a shame. But you know, he was like,
His good years are behind him. This guy was 32.
But like when somebody that we like, I'm in high school and like Mac Miller's blowing up and then he dies really young.
Yeah.
That it kind of hits a little bit different.
it's a knife to the gut, man.
Yeah. It's like, man, a few years ago, this guy was not famous, and we were like listening to his mixtape in the
Yeah.
locker room, and now
Right.
he's already dead. Like, we're
Yeah.
the same age.
Yeah, I know, man.
Kind
It hurts.
of. Yeah.
It
Not fun.
sucks.
Mortality.
Mortality.
It's all coming for us.
Death and taxes, the only thing guaranteed in this life.
And pooping.
You saw it.
I saw it.
You saw it.
It was really good.
All right, we're shutting this thing down.
Yeah. Bye,
Let's get ready to
guys.
play some D&D.
I'm ready.
All right.
Check
Stay
us out on all the stuff. Twitch, Mondays, Fridays, 7 Central Standard Time.
Stay tuned for
Also, links are going to be in all the description. Plus, I'm probably going to put a link in there to go get 15% off everything at finleyhats.com. So go check it out.
Yeah, stay tuned for D&D coming at you in a few
YouTube.
days.
D&D podcast. Commoners of D&D. Bye.
Jack's up next.